surprised.
Right on. We see Euphoria in the green here, and Los Inklings in the purple as we go ahead and get underway. Semifinals action here for InkForce 17. Winner, of course, moves on. Single elimination. That's all that she wrote. And we'll see if Los Inklings can get to a good start here. They get at least 2 onto 1 person in the corner. Will they be able to win that fight? No, they actually lose that 2v1. And it turns into a 2-on-1 onto themselves. Life Up is going to have to super jump back to base. And now everything is going in Euphoria's favor. Ball is in Los Inklings' court. Wait, what? Oh, wait, no. Okay, cool. It was Euphoria. Sorry, I got my colors mixed up for a second.
You are all good. Seeing them, they did lose that initial team fight and lose the initial zone, but it looks like they're taking back some control here. They're pushing up and getting as aggressive as they need to be on this map.
Yeah, that kind of aggressive play is what we really wanted to see from Los Inklings. And it's good that we're seeing it, too, because, you know, the Reef is really, regardless of the mode, is really susceptible to just steamrolls, you know, even after the changes. But, geez, nice snipe from coming in from...
Honestly.
That was, I'm sad it didn't pop off over that more. That was actually pretty sick.
I am just feeling a sense of euphoria right now.
All right. Chill. Chill.
I am. That's what euphoria, yeah.
Okay. I get it. You got your puns. You got the jokes, TM. Bask in the humor that is greater than S. Lily.
Very important here to see them apply that penalty. They were running a time a little bit. This gives them the chance, however, to regroup, get some people back together, and hopefully get some picks moving.
If Dashel doesn't get the spot, oh my goodness, they weren't actually able to get that. That was some nice dipping and dodging from the duelies, not going to lie. Is that going to be enough, though? It isn't. There's going to be 2 going down on the side of Los Inklings versus 3 up and alive right now. Direct from Toast. Nice job, well done to be able to keep this front line in control for the green side here. But they lose control. How does this happen every single time? Okay. They're going to lose control, but it's not going to be for a full amount. Teresa here on the right. Going to get taken out like that. And I think this is going to be it for Los Inklings on this one.
I mean, with 2 down on the side of Los Inklings, they're running out of time to get something moving.
What? Okay, can they win these 1v1s? It's a 2v1. It's going to be a 2v2 soon. Life Up, you need to win. Wasn't able to win it, but now they have... They got it. I think what happened there was Life Up, while in a 1v2, died outside of the splat zone after they took control of it, which is really convenient for the remainder of the 3 people to just kind of opt in. I don't know.
Yeah, and luckily they were there as a distraction long enough for their teammates to get in there and take control.
Right. Teresa with a nice splat, getting an unsuspecting swimmer from the green side. Euphoria now not in a good position to be able to take control here. And the bubbles here to boot with it? Yeah, that is going to be control for Los Inklings. And
absolutely.
Ooh, now, question is, will they be able to notice this flame coming in around? No, they are just pincered off from the side. I am sure Los Inklings is like, how did this even happen? Because Dashel coming in from the left. They lost control of their side zone, sure, but this all seemingly came out of nowhere. And Euphoria gets on the board like that.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Los Inklings still has a hefty counter to move through if they want to catch up to Euphoria. With a minute left in the match, this is getting a little bit tight.
Now we're trying to see where Los Inklings can go in terms of... because this is still a significant lead that Euphoria has, and they might be able to win this one if they don't take care of it. So they need to be able to win this fight right now, or at least force loss of control. And with 5 ticks left to go in this one, they are able to do that. Get the spot on top of it as well. What is happening? Back and forth, astray, and somehow Los Inklings lives and survives another day, coming out on top of fight after fight. And that's just a penalty, but are they able to add more than that? I think the answer is going to be no for now. That's 3 going down, 4 going down, full wipe coming out. But still, yeah, I don't know what happened there. It was like...
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know what to expect anymore. This match is swinging back and forth.
Yeah.
Euphoria's definitely got a comfortable lead, but that said, Los Inklings isn't out of the game yet.
I would say Vegas odds on this are probably like 70-30 Euphoria to Los Inklings. Like, is it still up for contention? Yes. Is Los Inklings, have they been showing resounding efforts here and there? Yes. But in terms of like who is dictating this game, it was Euphoria. It has been Euphoria, and it's going to end off with Euphoria there. Game 1 going their direction. And, you know, for the number 1 seed who kind of plowed through pools, that wasn't as nearly as dominant as you might have thought. So, 1-0, sure, but I think Euphoria wasn't as clean as they might have liked it to be for Los Inklings, showing some great special coordination to be able to get back into zone.
At the end there, we were saying it was Toast and Noob to watch, but the end of that match showed us it was Toast and Dash who actually came up with 15 and 16 KA. And
you noticed like during the game, we saw whenever the camera was on Dash, it was always them sharking, like
Absolutely.
them sharking, looking for the next kill, and you know, given the amount of places that you can drop off on from the reef, and it leaves a lot of fertile open ground for Dash to really thrive in that kind of environment where maybe you don't have the splat bomb to throw out in advance or ahead of you, or maybe you're just kind of in a rush, or you're focusing on coordinating your special together and getting yourself towards the zone as a unit, because that's what Los Inklings was doing time and time again. So it's sometimes easy to forget about that kind of thing, about sharking like that.
Yeah, and Dash was putting themselves in these positions where they were ready and available at any point in time to help a teammate out in a fight. Which is incredibly important to see from a frontliner like that.
Yeah, that's a really, like, what is it? The ability to be able to both shark in a way that opportunistically captures like anyone leaving base, at the same time being on the same side within meters of the fight happening with your team. It's like an understated ability. Sometimes it's honestly even just luck. But it is such an understated ability, and it kind of, I feel, is like misleading in how it's actually pretty difficult to do.
Yeah. And to have that level of communication awareness with your teammates is just important and so incredibly hard.
Euphoria up 1-2-0. Los Inklings here starting off on the left side of the map. Leotos with that splatter scope. Charger we do see. They do spot out Teresa, and this is going to be a good weapon to maybe counteract some of the benefits that Teresa gets as a backline on this map. But we'll see how this plays out with Leotos. They have 3 people in the tower after effectively a wipe here, and looking pretty grim for Los Inklings.
Dash already pushing up right into their spawn, just not even giving them a chance to move.
But, I mean, that being said, Dash is the only one actually in the front lines right now. It's made a little bit more understandable by the Stingray 1v1, which I think is something of a trade there, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually Dash that's able to get the splat there, I'm pretty sure. So, Dash doing what they can in the front line, but unfortunately will go down towards the end there. Regardless, Euphoria, 63 points. Not too bad of an effort, I would say. As a noob here, doing what they can to start this push again.
They are refusing to let this push die, and honestly, at this point, that's what they need. They need to keep this push going. They need to keep that pressure on, because putting that kind of mental pressure on Los Inklings might be what turns the tide.
It really might be. We'll see if that is the thing that turns it around. But for now, we're still just hovering around the 60 T-point marker. Not able to quite make it over this edge here, but finally, as soon as we say that, they finally get the map control and the kills needed to be able to push it up towards that second checkpoint. But can they pass a second checkpoint? I would wager a no. I think that, yeah, it's time for that Stingray to come out.
Say, we have a Stingray and wait.
Ooh, it's going to be Dash that actually gets ahead of that one and actually puts them in a really good position to win this one, so...
Euphoria is absolutely relentless.
Yeah, they really have been throughout the entirety of this, actually. It's been kind of insane.
Honestly.
Yeah. So we do see here that, what is it? That we have our, what is it? Los Inklings here able to at least put up some defensive effort towards the 5-point marker, but they are able to stop it, sure. They still have half the game left, sure. But it hasn't been looking too good for Los Inklings, the squids in yellow. And at this point, Lily, what are kind of the answers they need to find here? What maybe have been some of the key things that have stuck out to you that have enabled Euphoria to keep up this lead?
I mean, Euphoria has just been keeping up this onslaught of aggression to Los Inklings, which is just completely stopping them from moving anywhere out and getting any kind of picks. If Los Inklings wants to get any kind of push here, they're going to need to get those frontliners down. They're going to need to push up as much as possible. But honestly, just the 1v1s here are not turning out in Los Inklings' favor, and it's causing a lot of problems for the front line and their back line.
It really is, and unfortunately, it's hurt them a good bit in terms of score, of course. So, I mean, they have been able to solidify their defense better as time has gone on. That is a promising sign. At this rate, though, it really feels like if they are able to keep up this pace and this consistency, they will maybe get one good push in, and that's not a good sign for Los Inklings. We'll have to see how they measure against this Stingray coming in. Fortunately enough, though, for Los Inklings, Teresa in a great position to get rid of that and finally make sure that they get to the neutral of the map, the neutral part of the map, without being interfered by that nasty Stingray.
Yeah, and we're definitely seeing Teresa drop a little bit too far down into no man's land here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're moving into blue territory, which is not where you want your backline to be.
We've seen Teresa, like, honestly just play a little bit more aggressive than I think I'm used to seeing backliners play.
Yeah.
Like, it is not just this game, and it's been other bouts, but it's often actually worked pretty well in other games, but not so much in this set.
I think just the combination of having a double aggressive front line on the side of Euphoria is causing them a lot of problems.
Right. And I wonder if they're picking that up. Because I think you know, being able to just recognizing that in and of itself can be such a game changer. And at least just recognizing that allows you to actually just respond to it, which I don't really know if they have yet. So.
And I think the problem right now is they're running out of time to respond to it.
Yeah. Ow. That was violent. Dash of the Inkjet gets onto one and then some. That's two going down for Los Inklings. 5 seconds left. I think we have a winner here, Lily, and it's going to be Euphoria hunting up on top. Again, game 2 going in their favor. And Euphoria very much dictating the control of not only this set, but each individual game. And yeah, unfortunately, game 1 looked like they might have been a slimmer of hope for Los Inklings. Game 2, not so much. Oh, Dashel, my goodness, 21. 21, okay.
Just dominating that front line.
21, and we ain't even got any pilots around. That was an awful pun. That was awful. Don't.
I mean, they were playing an inkjet weapon.
That was. I decided you had like this groove of like doing puns, and I was like, that's cute. I'll try it. And I'm like, wait, no, I remember why I don't do puns.
That's all good.
If you say so.
I'm pretty sure the reason most people hang around me is so that they can be mad about my puns, so.
I don't want to have to get angry, though. Why would I want to get mad at that?
Well, the appropriate reaction to a pun is to get angry.
Yes, that is fair. I think if you make a pun on Twitter and it doesn't get more replies than likes, then something's wrong. That is true. I will concede. Los Inklings in the... Ooh, blah blobber. Okay. We're seeing Cargo bring out something special, at least.
That was a fast pick.
We see at least Toast here kind of having a ball. Having a direct. Having a direct. How about that? Trucking around at the speed of light. And being able to get another direct on the Teresa. Why not? Get another direct onto Green. Why not?
Toast.
Get another direct on the Cargo. Why not?
Jesus, Toast, please calm down.
That's going to be 3 in a row quick ones. And
Toast is just jamming out here.
I think this set's
They've got
over.
this going.
Not going to lie, I think they just ended the set. I think that's what you call a set ender.
I mean, they still have a chance to bring it back, but if Toast can keep popping off like that...
We'll see. I mean, the Inklings are going to lose the lead. They did have that early push, of course, but are able to at least stack that penalty on. That's important.
And Teresa used a really interesting strat there. Instead of using the bubbles to try to cap zone, they instead chose to push the opponents off to the side with the bubbles and use that opening created to cap zone.
I'm so glad you just even pointed. I would not have like even identified that, but yeah, like now that you mention it, they were in a pretty peculiar place, and like they more or less, beyond just like shoving them to the side, they were also able to use those bubbles to make sure they had a path to the middle that they could just very quickly swim through. So really important there. But still, Euphoria, I mean, they're still in control. Ooh, going down to the... Oh, goodness. That's not something you like to see.
They're run over by a curling bomb.
They're supposed to just, you know, tap you, not kill you. But it happened. Euphoria, 10 ticks left. Can Los Inklings come back in this? That direct says no. That direct says no again. Oh, my goodness. That was actually insane. That was insane.
I want to see Toast KA here. And I want to know if that game had gone 5 minutes, how much that would have been.
I'll get my calculator out. We'll find the multiplier out, I'm sure. 10. How quick was that game? I actually didn't see it.
I also didn't see it. I want to say
it could
maybe a minute and a half. 2.5 minutes.
It was 2.5. Aw, dang. Then not as impressive. Dang.
You don't think 20 is impressive?
Really, just not impressed anymore.
We saw 30.
We saw 30.
Jeff,
there's no coming back.
Right.
Yeah. There is no.
We have a
back.
number to beat, unfortunately. If there were no number to beat, 20 would be amazing.
It would be. Wait, are we playing again? I thought it was 3 up. Right? Am I right?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I thought so too.
We chilling. Zara's like, I want to see more games.
Y'all said play all 5? Y'all said best of 5? I thought y'all said Weast. Well, I think that is the end of the set, but we'll see. Round 2, that would be Rainmaker Makamot happening, but I'm pretty sure that it should be curtains.